Want to use your iPhone as a webcam? Let's talk about it. Welcome to Clean Tech, home of daily technology news and reviews, and today we're going to be talking about how to use your iPhone as a webcam on your Mac, or the continuity camera as it's commonly known. Today's video is brought to you by Clean Phone. More on them at the end of the video. So how do you use your continuity camera on macOS, or in other words, using your iPhone as a webcam, pretty much. You can now use your iPhone as a webcam for video calls on your Mac. Here's how to do it. Let's jump right in. Continuity camera is one of the most exciting features of macOS Ventura. It allows you, if you're taking a call from your MacBook, to substitute an iPhone's camera for the webcam. The feature can be a bit of a hassle to set up, but once you've got all the appropriate settings, it's very easy to use. And as is the case with most things, I'm sure the setup procedure can be streamlined a bit to make it more beginner or non-techie friendly, if you will. But you know, that's something that can always happen down the road. So far, right now, the fact that we can actually go ahead and do it, I mean, that's reason enough for celebration, to be honest. In order to use continuity camera, make sure your hardware and software are compatible. You can be on any Mac computer that's running iOS Ventura. iPhone requirements get a bit more complicated. Continuity camera technically works with an iPhone XR or later, but only the 11 and later can use certain fancier features like center stage and desk view, while you need a 12 or later if you want to use Studio Lite. And that's just obviously Apple's way of trying to get you transitioned over onto a relatively newer iPhone, if not the latest iPhone. Then whatever phone you have needs to be running iOS 16. So that spec, that requirement is pretty much mandatory across the board. So whether you're using iPhone XR, 11, 12, 13, doesn't matter. iOS 16, that's what you gotta have. If you've got all the right devices, here's how to set up and use continuity camera. So in order to set it up, make sure your iPhone is set to Trust Your Mac. To do this, connect your iPhone to your computer, select Trust when the prompt comes up on your phone, and enter your passcode. Mount your iPhone using Belkin's MagSafe mount or a stand of your choice. If you have one that's a third-party stand that can still, hold up your phone at a respectable or a decent enough eye level, or anywhere you basically want it, just use that. Mount your iPhone and so that the rear camera is facing you in landscape orientation. See, here's something. From the looks of it, it's only rear camera at this point and not necessarily the front camera. There are third-party Android apps available that let you use either, but for iPhones specifically, as of right now, it seems you're only stuck with the rear camera. Make sure your iPhone and Mac are logged into the same Apple ID using two-factor authentication. We actually have a screenshot of that. All right, continuity camera, there's the option. It's in AirPlay and handoff. Make sure continuity camera is enabled on your phone. You can do this in settings, general, AirPlay, and handoff. Make sure your iPhone and Mac both have Wi-Fi and Bluetooth turned on and are not sharing cellular or internet connections. Make sure your Mac is not using AirPlay or Sidecar. So these are kind of a prerequisite kind of checklist that you need to ensure for it to actually get set up and start working. But once you're past the initial setup, it should be a relatively simpler process to redo it or re-execute it moving forward. So how exactly do you use it? Bring your iPhone near your Mac, launch FaceTime, Photo Booth, or another app that uses your MacBook's camera. Your Mac should automatically use your iPhone as the camera. If it doesn't, pull up the camera list in whatever app you're using and select the name of your phone. So obviously, as a hardware level device, whether you're using your phone as a camera, whether you have a webcam, or multiple for that matter, you obviously have the freedom to select what device you actually want the output from, and in this case, it would be the iPhone. Not the simplest setup process out there. I mean, that's not a surprise, but then again, there's certain things that can be streamlined down the road, and there's other things that Apple just has to be less greedy about in order to allow pretty much a wider support. Yeah. to like all the Apple customers or consumers or iPhone users, if you will, because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense for a user to have a partial access to a feature, and the only limitation in that is that they don't have the latest phone. So in my honest opinion, as long as you are a loyal customer of said company, these features, these services, they should not be limited just because of where you are in terms of subscribing or using their products and services. But yeah, hopefully all in all, Apple realizes this and does something about it, and hopefully makes the process easier. Definitely, that's something that I'd like to see. But hey, now you can use your iPhone as a webcam. That's good news on any day. That's just my thoughts on it. Let me know yours down in the comment section below. Clean Phone is the perfect phone for your kids because it allows you to manage everything on the phone remotely. It has tons of amazing features, such as easily allowing you to pick and choose which apps and games your child can use, provides you access to active phone monitoring including SMS and phone call usage, allows you to control how long and how often your kids can use apps or the internet. You can even check their call and SMS logs including inbound and outbound calls and messages, and is the perfect way to manage their screen time. Check them out in the description box down below. Thank you so much for watching, and you have a great day.